bonjour! And now we will make some granola. Always delicious as a breakfast, as a treat, as a snack, because it's all made with good ingredients, of course. So we start with using our scale. We put the bowl on our scale. It's so simple, simple, simple. Oh, and I need this as well here. Okay, so let's start. Golden flax, 15 grams. And then to that I add 25 grams of water. There we go. Just to like activate the seeds while it's, sitting in the water a little bit here. And then we add 225 grams of buckwheat. So 225, we're at 30, so 255. 255. The buckwheat is sprouted. Make sure it's sprouted. Then we add raisins, 45. So we said we were at 255, 45, 290. 290. And then we add shredded coconut, 15, 305. And then we add the sunflower seeds, also 15. So 315, 305, 320. 15 of the, and then sprouted as well, activated as well for the pumpkin seeds. 15 as well, 335. And then goji's as well, 15. So 350. And then hemp hearts, also 15. So 365. You see what I mean when I say it's packed with good ingredients? It really is packed with good ingredients. And then we mix. Just like that. Mix it all. We'll also add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's mix that as well. Cinnamon. And then we add 200 grams of date syrup. As you remember, the date syrup is the same weight of dates and water. And you blend. There we go. And we mix. Simple, isn't it? So simple. So yeah, so the seeds, the buckwheat, it's all sprouted or activated. And you can add other things to that if you like. You can add, of course, the sea moss because it gives you your minerals. Let's add it while I talk about it. I usually add in all my recipes simply because it gives us the minerals. Minerals are so important to have in your diet. It's important to keep adding that little sea moss powder. Okay, now what we do next is we use, my little trick that I use, what is it called? A microfiber cloth. And I cut, because usually there is an edge like this here. I cut that off because it's bumpy. So now it's all flat. When I put you see it doesn't move? So that's why I do that. You might use, if you don't use a dehydrator, you might use your oven and a baking sheet. So the parchment paper, same thing. It wouldn't move on top of that, which is a good thing. Okay, and now we will put all of our mixture on the sheet here. Then I have an offset spatula. This one is from Paderno. It doesn't bend like most offset spatula do, which is awesome because I need it really to compact my granola. So I need to be firm rather than too flimsy. Whoops. There we go. So I'm like maybe 1/2 inch high. All together like this. Okay, the next step is that I have a ruler. It's a stainless steel ruler. I simply took the cork that usually is at the back here. I took it off. I love to I love to use stainless in my kitchen rather than using plastic. Sometimes I have no choice to use plastic, but when I have a choice, I'd rather use stainless steel. Okay, now what I'm doing is just separating, and then the cluster will be separated, and you don't have to take them apart after. Now let me show you one thing. I'm just going to take this again. I forgot to do that. If I was to keep, let's say, this together like this here, just keep it together. There we go, just like that. Because what you can do then, you can do a bar. There we go. You got a bar. So you make it the size that you like. And then here I will just put this back on my granola. Now what I do is I separate again this way, and then I'm doing clusters now. So again, it's the same thing. If you want to do bites that are bigger, you do that. You just choose the size that works for you. When you think of clusters to eat as cereal, it's best that you don't make them too big like I did, because otherwise it's a big piece on your spoon. See? So it's all done like this. Now, next trick is you take your, if you use your baking sheet at home, it'd be good to have 2 baking sheets, okay? So, and in your case, you would put it on parchment paper again. In my case, I'm going to slide this on, and I can, because I have a mesh, I'll put it on top, and then you flip. So when you flip, make sure that you are above your table. I did it one time. It slipped and ended up on the floor. So make sure you do it above your table, like this. You see what I'm doing? Like this. I'm not pressing too hard. I'm just making sure they stay together. It might be a practice for you, but you can do it. I know you can. Then you use your offset spatula again, and you just scrape the bits that are staying on the sheet. I'm going to move it a little bit here. There we go. You scrape those. And then you just put it back here to be dehydrated. I dehydrate for 6 hours. They're still moist, so you keep them in your fridge. You can dehydrate them longer if you want them to be shelf stable. Okay? See you in a bit. And now is the last step of the granola. They're ready. They've been dehydrated for 6 hours. Because we separated them all prior to dehydrating, you see they come apart easily. And then you just loosen them up like this, but here we go. Create a funnel like this, and then you have your granola. Now they're ready to eat, they're ready to enjoy. The one bowl here with the acai smoothie is a bowl that we served at the cafe, and it was just gorgeous to see, delicious to eat. So many ways to enjoy and serve it. Let loose your imagination and enjoy your granola.